I'm so excited, you guys. Like, the quality on this thing is lit. So I'm in Best Buy, about to make a big purchase today. About to buy my camera finally. After making content for like 2 years, I finally have decided that I'm gonna invest back into myself and get a camera. So I've been eyeing a few different cameras and I think I found one that I've settled on. The Sony ZV-E10 is pretty popular, but I've learned that this camera, the lens is not interchangeable. Although it is very like compact and small, and they say it's great for beginners and vlogging, it only comes with this lens. This lens is not interchangeable. And I'm like, wait a minute, this flips out too, so you could also obviously record yourself. For the price $650. For $50 more, I can get the Sony ZV-E10, which is this one, and this has interchangeable lenses. So I'm thinking over time, like, it does come with the kit lens, the 16 by 1650 mm lens. It does come with it, and I'm thinking over time I could just buy different lenses to change this out instead of buying a whole new camera. So I think I'm gonna go with this. Got my camera. Here it is, here it is, in the box. I can't wait to go home and open it up and play with it. Hey babes, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, my name is Catherine Alexandra, and as you guys can see, I done upgraded my equipment. Okay, so I have finally decided to go ahead and get myself a camera. I am recording on my new Sony ZV-E10 camera, and I'm so excited, you guys. So if you are new here, welcome, of course. But if you guys have been following me for some time, you guys know that I launched this channel 2 years ago in January of 2023. So I'm definitely a big advocate of using what you have and making the best of it. And I have recorded every video that you see on this YouTube channel prior to this video that will be posted. I have recorded everything on my iPhone. I think I have like 150 videos on this channel, all recorded on my iPhone. I have worked with brands. I've done brand deals, skincare brand deals, beauty brand deals. I've worked with like different restaurants, right? I've also collaborated with like fitness companies and things like that. I have worked with so many different brands, and I've recorded all of that on my iPhone. I've done paid brand deals. I want to note that, right? So it's not like I was just working with brands. I was also getting paid, and I did everything on my iPhone. So I say all of that to say that if you are somebody that is new who is getting into content creation, a lot of people feel like they have to immediately on the front end splurge and spend all this money on getting a camera. And baby, what you need to be focusing on is creating content and getting into a flow of being in front of the camera and talking to the camera, recording content, and also editing it. Get into the consistency of that before you even think about, oh, I want to get a fancy and expensive camera, because it's not needed. The camera on the iPhones is elite. It's elite. It is also very user-friendly and beginner-friendly, and that is what you need in the beginning of creating content. Because let me tell you something, I don't know a thing about cameras, digital cameras, technology. I don't know anything about that stuff. But prior to me getting this camera a few days ago, I spent like a good 2 weeks doing heavy research, looking at all the different cameras out there, and it's a lot of stuff out there. And for somebody that has no prior knowledge of this stuff, it's very technical. It's very like, there's numbers and there's stuff, and I'm like, I don't know what that stuff is. I had to educate myself in order to even make this purchase, and also make a purchase that was within the confines of a budget that I was comfortable with spending. Once I got this camera, I spent the weekend literally learning it, going online, watching videos, learning about the different settings, aperture, shutters, isolate. I didn't even know what those things were literally a few days ago, but I had to learn once I got this camera. So I have the time now to kind of like learn and invest in the more like technical side of recording content, but in the beginning I didn't have time for that. I just needed to get into the consistency of actually being in front of the damn camera. So if you are someone that's starting out and you're like, I want to become a content creator and I feel like I have to get an expensive camera, use your iPhone. I'm telling you, use your iPhone and create content on there. There are so many people who use their phones, like myself, like I said, who are able to work with brands. You are able to still record, you know, long form videos. I have literally recorded like 45-minute videos on my iPhone, you guys. Use your phone to get you where you need to be, and then when you are where you want to be, you upgrade and you invest in yourself, and this is where I am. So I wanted to give that little tidbit to anyone out there that's watching, because I have always been very transparent about my journey, my lock journey, of course, but like even other journeys in my life. And I wanted to share this moment with you all because this is a big moment for me. Like, I'm really excited, but also like this is a big thing that I did for myself, and I never really treat myself, honestly. I've never treated myself like this before. And it's not even just treating myself, it's also investing in myself, like I said. And I feel like the time was right for it, and I also feel like I worked for this and I also deserved it. So hopefully that reached somebody out there. But we are going to be talking about now, I do want to do an unboxing. You guys already kind of seen a preview of it, but an unboxing of the actual camera. So I'm actually going to be flipping this back to my iPhone so I can show you guys the camera in my hand and we could kind of talk through some things. I'm back and I'm recording on my iPhone. I'm going to show you guys the camera and the whole unboxing. Well, the box is already open, so it's going to be an open box unboxing, because I'm not going to come on here and act like, oh my God, I'm opening it in front of you. I've been opening this thing already. I've been playing with it for like a past week, so here we are. So this is the box that it comes in, and this is the camera, of course. It comes with the lens included, which I'm going to talk about, this lens cover. It also comes with an adapter, the charging cord, as well as this wind. You know what? I'm not even gonna lie and make up the word. Let me look at the paper first. Hold on. Let me not make up any words here. What is this thing called? This windscreen, which you would attach here, and this would help to prevent any wind from coming into the audio if I was like recording outside. It also comes with a strap for the camera for you to hold it if need be, and of course just instructions on how to use it. Oh, there's also a battery. The battery I've already put in here. Now, it does not come with an SD card, so you do need to purchase that separately, and you need an SD card in order to use the camera. So I want to put that out there because I did not know that. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I didn't know that. I was in the store talking to the associate and he was like, oh yeah, you need an SD card. I thought it was digital. I thought you just charge it and you go about your day. That's not how it works. So it has a battery. You charge the battery is in here and you charge it, and then you need an SD card in order to record content, in order to take videos and photos. In terms of the Sony ZV-E10, this is what it looks like. I'm going to turn it on here, turn the switch on, and the lens comes out. This is a mirrorless camera, so you have this here that goes in and out. So if I'm recording, let's say myself, I am able to, oh, I forgot to take off the screen, you guys. Oh my God. Make sure you take this off so you could see what you need to see. So if I'm recording this way, I'm able to see myself, and I can flip the screen back this way to see what is being taken out in front of me. I did a lot of studying, you know, what is the best camera that will work best for me, and, you know, someone that is using a camera for the first time. So I wanted something that was beginner friendly, but I also wanted something that was pretty compact. I didn't want a big bulky camera because, to be honest with you guys, I don't like carrying around big bags. I don't like carrying around bags that have a lot of heavy stuff in there. So I needed something that was compact enough, but also something that I know that I would grab and take with me when I know I'm out and about. Or if I want to do like travel content, I want to do vlogging, right, when I go out and about. I don't want anything big and bulky at all. The Sony ZV-E10, this is an interchangeable lens, meaning that I can detach this lens, and honestly, I need to learn how to detach it. I'm a little scared to do what the instructions show it, but I'm like so fragile with this thing that I'm scared to take it off. But this lens can come off, and you can purchase other lenses to attach to this. What the lenses will do is it pretty much will change from what I understand so far, the zoom effect that you kind of see. So when you saw me, guys, when you saw me recording myself using the camera, that has a 16 by 50 mm lens. So there are other lenses that you can attach to this that would change the wide zoom on it. Think of like an iPhone where you can change it from like 2x to 1.5 and 0.5, kind of like that. You can change the lenses on here to get those different effects. Everybody uses different settings based on like their lighting and the type of look that they're wanting to go for. But in terms of just trying to figure out the camera, and in particular what I used earlier, because the question might come up, I have learned that these 3 areas down here are the areas that you want to familiarize yourself with: the shutter, the aperture, and the ISO. I actually have it on a manual exposure. Manual exposure allows me to control the settings on the camera, and I have it at 24. I had it at 24 frames per second, 100 mm. I learned that through, and it's recording in 4K. I learned from a creator that keeping it at 24 frames per second kind of is like natural to the eye. Of course, I'll see as I edit this video and learn along the way. But that's the settings that I have it on. And then I have this number down here at 1050, and I have the ISO at 200. The ISO is basically, it kind of controls like the lighting in the room that you're in. So you do adjust that depending on how bright or dark the room that you're in is. And again, this is just like a really quick tutorial because I'm still learning this camera, you guys, so I may not be able to communicate the right terms fully correctly, but I'm learning that those 3 settings on the bottom is something to familiarize myself with. So this is it. Okay, beautiful people, so I'm back to recording on my camera. Just love the quality. So that is pretty much a rundown of my new Sony ZV-E10 camera. I'm really excited to continue to recording with this and just learning it, and also just upping my content and taking it to the next level. I know I've been a bit inconsistent. I mean, we're only like a month and a half into 2025, but it feels like 2025 has been about 6 months longer, not a month and a half. But I really do have a desire to get like really consistent on this channel, and also introducing content outside of just like vlogs. Like I really want to expose a little bit more of like my lifestyle. You know, I am a content creator, but I also, you know, work a 9-to-5 job. I work in public health as a project manager, and kind of just balancing the 2 worlds. And you know, also I'm really big into like travel and things like that. So that's one thing that I really look forward to using this camera for, is introducing travel content, and I have a lot of travel plans for this year. So appreciate you guys for tuning in. Of course, show me some love in the comments, give this video a thumbs up. If you guys have any questions, let me know, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye. Beautiful.